All right, so we have, let's give some examples of assignments that might be considered functions or not functions. So for each one of these, we'll do something non-algebraic and then something algebraic. Algebraic things might be things that we're more used to, but the non-algebraic examples tell you, just illustrate better what exactly we mean by something that is or isn't a function. So an assignment that constitutes a function would be something like students ID numbers. We have as one set the collection of students, and then on the other hand we have a collection of however many digit numbers. I don't remember, something like 8-digit numbers. And so each student is mapped to some 8-digit number, and every student is assigned an 8-digit number. And in this case, our function also happens to be injective. And we know that because two students can't have the same 8-digit number. So this would constitute a sort of non-algebraic function. The function that we might be more apt to see is something like from the real numbers to the real numbers, f of x is equal to x squared. And what that does is it takes every real number like 0, 1, -1, 2, and assigns it to a real number like 0, 1, 4. And so 0 gets sent to 0, 1 and -1 both get sent to 1, 2 gets sent to 4, and of course there's infinitely more of these guys and infinitely more of them. This would be an example of a function that's neither one-to-one nor onto. It's not one-to-one because 1 and -1 both will get sent to 1, and it's not onto because over here, let's say I have -1, no one over here in the real numbers is going to get sent to -1 over here. And so as a result, it's not onto and it's not one-to-one. Now, some examples of not functions are like students being sent to their professors. So we have again all the students and all the professors at the campus, and if a student is taking a class from a professor, we'll make an assignment. Now, the reason that this is not a function is because every student probably gets mapped to a bunch of different professors, right? And because of that, this doesn't qualify as a function. Every input needs to have a output. An example of an assignment like this that's not a function, that's more algebraic in nature, is something like this. X squared plus y squared is equal to 1. And if we look at the collection of points, x and y, that satisfy this equation, what you get is a circle centered at the origin of radius 1. Right? And so, for example, if x is 0, y could either be 1 or -1, right? So that means y can't be expressed as a function of x. And similarly, if y is 0, then x could be 1 or -1. So we can't express x as a function of y either. And really, almost any point, if I pick an x value, there's two possible y values that I could get from this. And you're only supposed to get one. And so this circle here and many geometric shapes like this don't actually constitute functions.